Alright guys, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's well. It is about 8:15 in the morning, and I am finding time to do the um, much ballad about Mikey's top 5 finally. Um, Let it not be said that I will not find any time at any place wherever I can find the time to do something that I promise you guys I'll do. It gets done. So today we're going to cover top 5 singles wrestlers, in my opinion, and of course we already covered the tag teams. Couple things to kind of take into account before I get into the list here. Number one, I'm going to leave some people out. I know that, so I'm really, um, you know, all the no, you left this person out. That shit can stop right now. Because I know I'm gonna leave some people out that are deserving to be on this list. Um, it's just the way that the cookie crumbles. There are a lot of good, excellent wrestlers there that deserve to be on the list that aren't gonna make it because there's just not enough spots. Um, it's gonna cause a lot of debate. Um, which is good. I like debate. If you want to tell me who your top 5 are, we can go back and forth about that. That's fine. It's kind of what these are designed to do, these top 5s anyway. So, and number 2 is that I am only going to take from the pool from 1988, when I started watching, until now, and realization is this. I could take things from before '88 based on um, the tapes my grandmother gave me to study. Um, guys like Nick Bockwinkel and Wahoo McDaniel and people like that. I could take that. I could include them, but I don't have enough study on them to know how good they actually were. I've seen their matches. I've seen their work. It's great, but I've not seen, career-wise, from beginning to end, their work as as it started and as it grew and at the end. So, just gonna cover from '88 to 2016, and so those are the. Oh, and the third thing is, um, I'm gonna go based off of um, work ability, um, based on what I've seen from '88 until now. So that's basically the criteria I'm using here. And with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Number 5 is going to be William Regal, also known as Steve Regal and Lord Steven Regal in WCW. He wrestles a European style, because he's from England, of course, but he wrestles the European style, and it's more of a mat-based style. And I've seen him carry good wrestlers to great matches. I've seen him carry really bad wrestlers that didn't deserve to be in the ring with him, had no business being in the ring with him, to okay matches. And when you're taking a guy that doesn't even deserve to be in the ring and pulling an okay match at him, that's doing something. His championships and stuff don't matter to me. His work rate was just awesome to me. I could watch him work all day, every day, and never get tired of it. Number 4 is Bryan Danielson, also known as Daniel Bryan, the American Dragon, he was also known as. I don't really need to say much about his work rate because everybody knows. I could watch him all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. I've seen matches, again, with him that he has the ability not only to connect with crowds, but make the guy he's working with in a ring better. And when you put him in a ring with another great worker like a Regal, like a Savage, or like a Steamboat, or like any guys like that, just makes it all that much better, and it's like wrestling heaven to me. I wish I could have ranked them higher on this list, but I only had 5, and I had to kind of figure out where I wanted to place them. And so, like, some of these guys are going to think, oh, that's too low or that's too high. There's only 5 spots. Regal's 5, Danielson's 4. Number 3 is going to be the Macho Man, Randy Savage. He had, like I said, the charisma, he had the working ability, he was able to make everybody he was in the ring with better, and that's kind of what you look for in a great worker. His matches with Hogan, on their face, weren't great, but it's just because he was in there with Hogan, and Hogan never really put on any 5-star matches because he wasn't capable of it. So, for Savage to be able to pull in a good match out of Hogan at WrestleMania 5 was just insane in showing just how good in the ring he was. So that's number 3, Savage. Number 2 is Ricky Steamboat. Ricky Steamboat is probably the best wrestler I've ever seen as a babyface. Even if you tried to turn this dude heel, I don't think he'd ever get booed. He connected to the crowd, in a blue collar, love my wife and kid, family man kind of way. He definitely was he was a joy to watch in the ring. His matches with Savage in '87, which I saw on tape and have seen, millions and millions of times, it seems like. His matches with Flair in '89. His match with Savage in '87 at WrestleMania 3 may be the best match at any WrestleMania I've ever seen. And if you haven't seen it, matter of fact, Becca, you've got my network info. Go back and watch WrestleMania 3 and watch the Savage and Steamboat match for the Intercontinental title. Best match I've ever seen. May have ever been on WrestleMania. And that's not to slight any other of the great matches that have been on that show, but the show as a whole, not that WrestleMania 3 show, but the show as a whole. So that may have been my favorite match in WrestleMania history. So that is number 2 for see, I did Savage, I did Regal, I did Bryan, I did Danielson, I did Regal, I did Danielson, I did Savage, just did Steamboat. Number 1 is going to be Bret Hart. Bret Hart is one of the most technically gifted wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. I had the opportunity to watch him again. He started in a tag team with Neidhart, and Neidhart was the smash and just run through everybody, and Hart balanced it out with the technical expertise. He had the ability to, again, here's the thing, bring the best out of people when their best would only get you a good match at best. But when they were in the ring with him, he took somebody that was only ever capable of a good match and carried him to a great match. Just because that's how his ability to work. His matches with um, Perfect in '91 at SummerSlam. Shawn Michaels in '96 at WrestleMania 12. His matches with his matches in '94 with his brother Owen. Some of my favorite matches. And I think that while he gets his due, um, I just don't think that he is um, talked about as far as being on that Mount Rushmore wrestlers or that Mount Rushmore wrestling that he has definitely earned his way onto. So you got Hart, Steamboat, Savage, Danielson, and Regal. That's my top 5 singles wrestlers. Um, if you have anything you want to add in, please by all means do. I encourage the debate on this. Definitely, if you've got the network, check out some matches from these guys because all their stuff is there. I love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for fostering new creativity. I'll be back at another time with another Mikey Goes to the Movies, and I am building a muse as we speak. I've got 1 topic so far. Waiting to get the 5 to make it worthwhile. And yeah, so with that said, I'm going to get out of here and tell you guys I love you. I will talk to you all later. Peace. We did this under 12 minutes.